56. Lucky 56. Set. Lead. Detroit. Detroit.
And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Green, 39. Green, Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Cook. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
Operating from the gun. Cook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Bengals getting set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cook. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Detroit! Detroit!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gun. No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on second down. Cook. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go now. Gun. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Kelly off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Off the play fake. Kelly, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Kelly now. Off play action. And this is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Gun. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Cook. Wilson's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Cook. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No. Four down. Gone.
Looking to throw on second down. Cook. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Gone. Detroit. Leopard.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cook under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Kelly off the play fake. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the wideout in motion. To throw on second down. Cook nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Cook. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off play action. Kelly throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Kelly being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Kelly forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
To throw is Kelly, and this one's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
So you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Blue, landing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Now Kelly, off play action, eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw is Kelly. Off the play fake. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes are now, where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You go, they were pretty clinical at the half. Not too.
He'll be brought down by the back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Cook going deep here for Bryant. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking to throw. Cook. And to the left side here, Wilson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the back goes into motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw. Cook. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on 2nd down. Cook. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Cook. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And his kick here is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now Kelly. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Off the play fake. Kellen is going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his second touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us. Stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer, keep him here.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Kelly. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Kelly. Off play action. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Kelly now. Off the play fake. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Off play action. Kelly. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard.